Hi guys, my name is Kim Bendis, President of Naperville Smart Meter Awareness, and I just wanted to throw together this quick how-to video to really just continue to encourage you to stand up for your right to say what goes on your home. I came home from a great weekend in New York to a letter that really is nothing more than the city's attempt to continue to bully and intimidate us into putting a smart meter or non-wireless smart meter on our homes without our consent. A meter that continues to demonstrate a risk to security, privacy, and safety. Again, I want to break this letter down because basically what it's trying to say is that the only option you have is to either accept the utilities smart meter or pay $68 and some change and $25 a month for a non-wireless meter alternative. Let's think about that. Neither one of those options are reasonable. When we entered into a contract with our utility, we agreed to pay for the electricity we used, as well as have it recorded in a meter that was going to accurately record how much energy usage we had. That's it. Nowhere in that contract did we agree to having a meter on our home that, according to the GAO, congressional research, Krebs on security, and most recently Leon Panetta, incurred a security and privacy risk. Furthermore, nowhere in that original contract, did we agree to have a smart meter or a meter that could increase our risks to our safety, fires, health. The city has recently been informed by 54 physicians from 20 different countries that blanketing our community and low levels of radiation are going to have negative physiologic impact. That's not something that I want to incur for my family. The choice has always been that we have the right to say no. We are protected by the 4th, 5th, and 14th Amendments to the Constitution. At the end of the day, this is about protecting our freedom. It's about protecting our civil liberties. We have a right to say what goes on our homes. The federal lawsuit that was filed by Naperville Smart Meter Awareness is still very hot and talked about and being evaluated. In a couple weeks, the presiding judge is going to make a decision on whether or not the city is going to be forced to stop the installation of smart meters, as well as remove the smart meters on homes currently without penalty. That is what we are advocating for. We are not just a bunch of crazy residents who are trying to stop a project from moving forward. We are really trying to advocate for every single person in Illinois to have the right to say what goes on their homes. This is, at the end of the day, one of the biggest scams. And so the 800 of you that are out there, continue to jam the scam. That is what we're advocating for. This is a project that continues to fail on providing quantitative consumer benefits. The city has failed to really give us an open look at their financial statements to see how much this project is costing. Right now, the city's security system, the city's computer system was hacked into 2 weeks ago and has yet to be restored. They are having to hire an outside source of over $700,000 to try and restore our system. We're no longer talking about theoretical problems, but we are now living these problems in Naperville. Attaching 57,000 smart meters that communicate and are dependent upon wireless communication. Just as Leon Panetta said in New York over the weekend, this is opening the door to a cyber Pearl Harbor. So would like to take you around back to show you that you are able to protect your home. You are able to say no. That this document that has been sent is nothing more than a letter to try and intimidate you, to penalize you into purchasing a product that you don't need. So again, this is a call to action. Continue to send letters to the council, call the council, call Doug Krieger, Mark Curran. There's already been reports that were in the Sun over the weekend about how the utility installers, UPA, are destroying property. They have left a hole in a person's home after installing a smart meter, and the city has failed to take responsibility. A resident came to a council meeting a couple weeks ago saying that shortly after his smart meter was installed, he was having electric burnout, that his TV was fried. So these have been reports that have been remote, that are now coming very local. And so continue to protect your freedom, continue to practice fiscal responsibility. We do not need to pay for a product that is unneeded and incurs risks to our security, privacy, and health. So let's go back. We'll take a look. The resident whose home I'm at, still on October 16th, has a analog meter that continues to be efficient and effective. And so I want you to take a look at that, as well as the measures that this family has taken to ensure protecting their property. Hey guys, right here is the this resident's effective and efficient analog meter, which has been the standard meter on our homes for the last 70 plus years. So when you see in this letter standard meter referring to a smart meter, that is just erroneous. Our standard meters, according to when I moved here 14 years ago, were the analog meters. So again, who knew in 2012 that this little box on the side of our house would be such a hotly debated issue? But it is. And so right now, I just want to continue to encourage each one of you to stand firm on your constitutional right. Okay guys, so finally we are at the point where we are at the place where we our no means no, and the city is not abiding by that, and so we are having to take further measures to protect our property. What this resident has done is they've secured their gate, which protects their backyard where their current meter is on the other side of the house, and they've put locks on their gates. So the city will probably try and say that this is obstruction, and will try and bully and intimidate you even further. I know personally that has happened to me, and this is my 4th or 5th letter, and that has had language in it that is threatening, and I can tell you that I still have my analog meter. I have no penalties, and I can go to sleep at night knowing that I am protecting our family from known risks that experts are citing as being related to having a smart meter, the utilities so-called smart meter on our homes, and that is just not a risk that I'm willing to assume. We're protected by the Energy Policy Act of 2005, which states that the smart meter infrastructure and the advanced metering infrastructure is allowed to be offered by our utility, but by no means is it a mandated or forced project. So this letter is just ink. At the end of the day, it's merely an attempt to bully and intimidate you into either paying extra money for a product you don't need, as well as forcing you to put a product on your home that incurs security, privacy, and safety risks. If you have more questions, go online to www.napervillesmartmeterawareness.org, or you can call 630-579-0659 for more information. Stand strong, be empowered, be educated, be moved to action. Thanks.